taking the ones that are there and not launching tough ones. And tonight I don't remember out of his 11 threes, I don't remember one that wasn't open and balanced. And so when he's taking good ones, he's a fantastic shooter.
Steve, how much did Andrew's rhythm out of the gates really get you guys in a good position?
Yeah, every team's game plan is to try to slow Steph down, and he draws so much attention. So anytime, we can get a couple of guys, Wiggs and Jordan, especially in the starting lineup, we can get those guys going early. They're going to have some openings, and I thought both Andrew and Jordan took advantage of those openings early. And Wiggs, same as Jordan, figuring out, his openings, being aggressive, but being just part of the offense. I think he's really starting to get in the groove.
Steve, this is the second night in a row. We've seen Jordan picking his places, Andrew being aggressive. What does that change for you as a team going forward if you're getting that on a nightly basis from these two guys? Well,
the biggest thing is just the balance. The scoring balance means that teams can't throw everything at Steph. That's what was happening last year. We saw that where, teams were throwing everything they had at Steph. And it's continued this year, but we have, more overall shooting this year. And, Otto, I haven't mentioned, I thought he was fantastic tonight, made some big threes for us, but just the overall spacing means that if teams are going to, throw the kitchen sink at Steph, then they're going to pay.
Steve, at the clip that you're winning and with the cushions you're building on the scoreboard, you get to try a lot of different player combinations. What are you still looking for at this point in the season?
Well, first of all, everybody on our roster is capable of helping us win a game. It's a very deep team. Tonight was Cheese's moment. It's his birthday today, which was coincidental to him playing. I mean, it was just a good matchup for him. Toronto is a fast, strong, athletic team, and that's Cheese's kind of game. So, perfect example of a guy who stays ready and waits for his turn, and a great teammate. Guys gave him an ovation in the locker room after the game. They respect him so much for how hard he works and just his approach every day. So it's and then you look at Juan after being out of the rotation for whatever it was, 4 or 5 games. And, now the last few games, he's found his way back in there and he's helping us win. So it's great to have everybody on the roster contributing and understanding that every night's going to be a little different and they all just have to stay ready.
Is this sort of situation where everybody stays ready? Does that bode well for bringing Clay back and bringing Wiseman back? Folding guys into the offense.
Yeah. I mean, when those guys are back, it's what it means is there's fewer minutes, to go around. But I think, what's being established is the approach of this team and each individual player. Doesn't mean everyone's always going to be happy. They wouldn't be human if they weren't disappointed when they didn't play. But the awareness, the understanding that it's about the team and it's about the big picture and that everyone's time will come, I think that is being established. That's important for our team.
Steve, what would you attribute Wiggins' ability to stay consistently aggressive? Is it something that's switching his head? Is it more comfort in offense, or what would you?
I think more comfort. I think the early part of the season he wasn't in good enough shape yet with the knee. The knee issue held him back in camp, so he hadn't gotten over the hump conditioning wise. And then I think it took me some time to really figure out how to use him and the messaging. And we were so focused on him defensively early in the season, and I don't think I did a good job of really reminding him to be aggressive, and kind of took him for granted there for a couple of weeks. And then I think our staff has just done a better job of, putting him in positions to attack and score, but also to give him that mentality that, hey, we need this every single night. beyond that, he's the one who's doing it, obviously. So I think something triggered, after that Minnesota game, and he's held himself accountable night in and night out to stay aggressive, and that's what he's doing.
You like him on that baseline? It seems like he's living there. He's cutting at a great time. Is that you
love
like
him
that?
on that baseline? He's so athletic and dynamic, getting to the rim, and obviously Steph and Draymond are out, on the top of the floor. There's a lot of activity up there defensively, so there's some openings along the baseline for Wiggs, and he's taking advantage.
At 17 games, do you feel like an identity is starting to be locked in for your team?
Yeah. We're a two-way team. Everything starts with the defense. That's been established. I think Draymond Green is the best defender in the world. I think he's had just an unbelievable start to the season. He's so motivated. He's so engaged every single night. I was a little worried about him today, given that Michigan State was down 49-0 in the middle of the second quarter. But sorry, he just walked in, and I was hoping to get that shot in before he got in here. But no, coming off the trip, I was worried about everybody, because you come back from the East Coast and you don't have a practice, and you just go against a team as athletic and strong as Toronto. So Draymond was phenomenal. He set a tone. He and Loon set a tone early defensively. So did Wiggs, and that first quarter was great.
All right, let's just do one for Slater, and then I got to go to get to Draymond in here.
Yeah, you said Chioza fit a fast, strong, athletic game. I was just wondering if you could kind of expound on that, why he fits that type of game.
Well, Chris is he's really strong and athletic and tough. And Toronto is, one of the most athletic, physical teams that we play all year. So the game suited his style because he belongs out there defensively. He's gets underneath people. If he gets switched onto a bigger guy, he's got the strength to fight him and the toughness. So I love Chris, and tonight was a great night for him.
Great, thanks. We'll get Draymond up here now.